Hi, I'm Ashley. I am a junior at Bristol University. I'm majoring in social work, and I am excited for this class because I do have experience with public speaking and with some acting, so I'm excited to see what I can learn and take from this class. And it's also kind of cool that it's online because that's a little bit different. Also, I'm reading from the book The Last Song by Nicholas Sparks. For those of you that don't really know his style of reading, I don't know, it's just very interesting. He really captures the essence of the story and just really engages you. I really like his style. A lot of them are love stories or life stories, and The Last Song was also created to a movie, so for those of you that saw the movie and didn't see the book, I personally think the book is much better. And the scene that I'm going to read, Ronnie, who is the girl starring in this book, is sitting in her house with her dad and her brother. She's visiting her dad for the summer. Her parents are divorced. She doesn't really want to be there. And she kind of gets this newfound love with the boy. And her dad and her brother are teasing her because the boy is outside waiting for her on the beach. They kind of got in a fight. They're not technically boyfriend and girlfriend yet, and they're bugging her to go outside and talk to him. So. "How long do you think he's going to sit out there?" Jonah mumbled. By her reckoning, he asked the same question at least 5 times, even though neither she nor her dad had answered. This time, however, her dad set aside his Bible. "Why don't you go ask him?" he suggested. "Yeah, right," Jonah snorted. "He's not my boyfriend." "He's not my boyfriend either," Ronnie added. "He's acting like your boyfriend." "He's not, okay?" She flipped to a new page. "Then why is he sitting out there?" He cocked his head, trying to solve the riddle. "I mean, it's just weird, don't you think? Sitting out there for hours, waiting for you to talk to him. I mean, we're talking about my sister. My sister." "I can hear you," Ronnie said in the last 20 minutes. She figured she had reread the same page 6 times. "I'm just saying it's weird," Jonah mused, sounding like a baffled scientist. "Why would he wait outside for my sister?" Ronnie glanced up, watching as her dad tried and failed to stifle a smile. She returned to her book and began working through the same paragraph with renewed determination, and for the next couple of minutes there was silence in the room, aside from the sound of Jonah fidgeting and muttering by the window. She tried to ignore him. She scooted herself down, perched her feet on the end table, and forced herself to concentrate on the words. For a minute or so, she was able to block out everything around her and was on the verge of slipping back into the story when she heard Jonah's little voice again. "How long do you think he's going to sit out there?" Jonah mumbled. She slammed the book shut. "Fine," she cried, thinking again that her brother knew precisely what buttons to push to drive her crazy. "I get it. I'll go." A strong breeze was blowing, carrying with it the scent of salt and pine, as Ronnie stepped off the porch and now headed toward Will. If he heard the door close, he gave no indication. Instead, he seemed content to toss tiny seashells at the spider crabs that were scurrying to their holes. A layer of marine haze screened out the stars, making the night seem colder and darker than before. Ronnie crossed her arms, trying to keep the chill away. Will, she noticed, was in the same pair of shorts and t-shirt he'd worn all day. She wondered whether he was cold, then forced that thought away. It wasn't important, she reminded herself, as he turned toward her. In the dark, she couldn't read his expression, but as she stared at him, she realized that she was less angry at him than exasperated by his persistence. "You've got my brother completely wigged out," Ronnie stated, in what she hoped was an authoritative voice. "You should go." "What time is it?" "It's after 10. It took you long enough to get out here." "I shouldn't have had to come out here at all. I told you to leave earlier." She glared at him. His mouth tensed into a flat line. "I want to know what happened," he said. "Nothing happened." "Then tell me what Ashley said to you." "She didn't say anything. I saw the two of you talking," he accused. This was why she hadn't wanted to come out here in the first place. This was what she wanted to avoid. "Will, why did you run off after talking to her? And why did it take you 4 hours to come outside to finally talk to me?" She shook her head, refusing to admit how burned she felt. "It's not important."